All right, we are live, but I think I'm the only one here, Ange.
Fine.
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 Fine. Be that way then.
Oh, Ange.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Is anyone here? Let us know.
Let us know, Ange.
Phil is here with me. It's Valentine's and he's home. That makes me happy. So if you're coming in the room, hello, hello. Phil will be reading the phone today and I will be reading the cards. And we will be doing a Valentine's special. So FYI, it's a good day to get a good read. Who's the writer on this show?
Jeez, Ange.
It's a good day for tarot reading, is what I'm saying.
Is it?
My sweetheart's home. That makes me happy. Adds to the silly and the dork factor, but hey, you guys can take it. I'm sure you can handle it. Yeah. So, okay. Who's with us, honey?
All right.
Me and Kim?
There's a couple here, Ange. Just give me a break here.
He's not communicating at all. When your husband does this, simply pop him in the head.
Really?
No, I don't know what to do. Or give him a big fat raspberry. Like, and that sometimes works too, but hey.
All right, Lanny's here.
Hi,
Lanny's
Lanny.
asking a question. Lanny, will we get the money for the house soon?
For a micro, let's take a look. Will you get the money for the house soon for Lanny? It's looking good. Yeah, you got the Queen of Wands, the Sun, and the Four of Wands. I would say yes. Yes, this is like the card of springtime, weddings, graduations, and births. This is the happiest card in the deck. That's a yes, a yes. And then the Queen of Wands is the territorial queen, super, super confident. Yeah, I think so. Yes. That's
Wow.
just a micro read, but that's what's coming through. So, yeah.
All right.
That's what I got for you.
Okay, so Angie does have a special today.
Yes, we're doing $10 Valentine's read. It's 5 cards, $10, and
One question.
one question. So it'll often be person A, person B, and the energy between, or a line of 5. But that's what we're doing.
All right.
So-
and Lanny said thank you.
You're welcome, Lanny.
Okay.
Good luck.
Yeah. Of course, TikTok is not letting me put my post for the special, so I can tag it or.
Do you need to have a
Pin
piece
it.
of paper and pen? Go old school
No,
on
we can
this.
just.
5
figure it out.
cards, $10. Kablam! That's how it's gonna go. So that's what you. That's the special we don't usually run. It's the Valentine's Day special. That's what we're doing. So
That's what we're gonna do, Ange. Okay, Ina. Does
Okay.
ID? I hope I said that right.
Okay.
Will they? Gosh, where did it go now, Ange? There we go. Have love for me.
for Ina, does IDI have love for you?
Yes, Kim. 5 card, $10. Love read. One question.
We're just doing a 3-card micro is what I call it for Ina for IDI. Does IDI have love for you? The Lover's card kicks up, Page of Swords and the 3 of Swords. Woo! This is a mixed bag. There's some kind of soul contract here, the Lover's choice. There's a choice to be made. They've seen something in the past that's been really painful for them in the past, and they aren't past it yet. They have not moved beyond it yet. This feels like they might have the ability to have love for you, but this isn't the strongest timing. This isn't the strongest energy, and I wouldn't go forward with this person with this energy. I'd give them the time to heal whatever it is, or if they've got old wounding that is going to take some time to heal. Anything else that she needs to know? Because I do get nosy. One more card. This is what you would wish for. This is what you would wish for. If this had came out just on its own, then I might think yes. But this is saying you're. I think you're projecting. Is what I'm thinking. You're projecting more than is actually there. It doesn't mean it couldn't be there in the future, but it's not there now. That's what I'm getting. That's what I got. So, and this is the Spirit Seeker, the Soul Seeker Tarot. And this is a new one. I got a couple new ones, and I got a lot of backups. And so I got 2 of this one. And it's very basics and outlines type of deck, but it's very Rider-Waite system and kind of pretty. A little bit of different color palette than I usually have. But it's one of the new ones. So, yeah.
Okie doke,
Yeah.
Ange.
Yeah.
See, Kim was able to pull it off. I don't know why TikTok's blocking me, Angie.
Because you're a pain in the balls sometimes.
I guess.
Sometimes.
All right.
Oh, who's busting who? I think I'm busting him today. Sorry.
She said, thanks you, love.
You're welcome. Yeah, let him get over whatever the heartache is. You don't want to be anybody else's rebound, guys. That's just never fun. I mean, not that we all don't need rebounds and got to get our mojo back and all that, but it's not fun to be the intermediary relationship. And if you're serious about them, they aren't over the heartache of the past, give them time.
Kim put it because I'm the best. Okay, Kim. Yes.
You are the best, honey.
Krista's here. She said hi, Angie.
Hey, Krista. Hey.
And Jen is asking, will you be live this weekend?
Maybe. I don't know yet. I don't know. Haven't decided on that one yet. So day at a time here is what I'm doing. So.
Okay. Holly, should I pursue things with Benji?
Holly, should you pursue things with Benji? We are going to go to the Dream Journey Tarot. Holly, should you pursue things with Benji? This is the last micro. Paid list is now open, guys.
Paid list. Okay.
So, should she pursue things with Benji? Yes, I would. Flat out, yes. You got the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Coins. Yes, and this is going to be something that you can pursue, but it takes time to stack things up. But yeah, 2 queens, and right here, yeah, I would. There's something about this intuition that wants to go forward. You need to keep and hold your sense of worth as you go forward, but this could be a really good match. I would.
Wow, okay.
Yes. I would pursue things with him. See what happens. It may not be everything that is... Everybody gets these idealized notions of love. And I'm telling you, love is sometimes your husband goes and puts the gas in your car because he knows you don't like the smell of gas. That is something that is not in the Hallmark movies. But the little things that people do when they love you or they want to show love to you are often different than the way Hollywood portrays it. So don't be looped in on the Hallmark Channel too much these days. Oh my God.
She said thank you.
That syrupy shit is enough to kill somebody. That's more saccharine than, I don't know, what's ever in Diet Coke or any other crazy maple syrup sweetener. Wow.
Jeez, you're right. We get it.
I'm just saying, you don't get it. You're a dude in this world. So listen, you swinging kickstand. You don't get what it's like to be a chick in the world. And a lot of people in this room are chicks. So, dude.
Okay. God.
Yeah. Yeah.
Your phone is not charging for some reason. That's not good.
Is that cord plugged in?
That's what I was just looking at. There it goes. Finally.
All right. Okay.
Okay, Ange. Okay, hold up your commercial.
This is my regular reads. They are available. The Valentine's special is also available today. We've got the $20 blind read, the $30 year ahead. We've also got the 1 question mini. That's 7 to 10 cards. You see, I get nosy sometimes. And then we've got the $40 full. So those are my reads. My specialty reads for $50 are the bones, the crystal ball, and the past lives. I love the past lives. Here's how you can pay me. This is the information. And for Valentine's Day, I'm doing a 5-card love read, and it's 2 here for person A, 2 here for person B, energy in the middle, or a line of 5. 5 cards, $10 for a love read for Valentine's Day only. It's not on here. So that's what I got.
All right, and it's 11:11, Ange.
Woo!
Right on the dot. You did it, Ange.
I did it! Woohoo!
Those are the apps we use. The paid list is clear. Good time to get on. Get that love read or whenever 1 question read that you may want.
Yeah. So we'll be here and slinging cards on Valentine's Day. That's what me and my honey are doing.
Is it?
Well, we might do other things too.
Oh.
Depends how nice you are.
Jeez. Oh, wow. Okay. Where do I start?
Take a number. No.
All right.
Yeah, that's what we got going on. So yeah.
Okay. And Kim did put spot on, Angie. Kickstands have it so easy.
They do. They really do. Oh, the kickstands in the world. They don't know, so that's okay.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Sandra
Okay.
is a mini read. Whatever the cards need me to know.
Okay, Sandra, a mini read. What do the cards need you to know? I'm looking for a deck. The 4 Worlds is going to do. This is a trippy little deck. 4 Worlds for Sandra. What do the cards need her to know? Is this a mini, you say?
Yes.
I keep getting the word traverse, traverse, traverse. So I don't know what you're traveling in and around and beyond and all that, but traverse, traverse, traverse. There's something about traveling for a long time, that you're traveling for a long time and you're still working the path, walking the path, working the path, walking the path, working the path. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth it goes. I don't know what this is about, but this is the energy of still on the path, and it's almost like a begrudging having to step forward. I don't know what that's about. You're going to have to do something a little bit different. You're having to step this path in a way that is unusual, in a way that is different for you. Ooh, double on the Knight of Pentacles. Loving that. Already seeing the double here. Loving this. This is independence time. This is what is going on. You have to be you're in leisure and luxury time, but also in a time of great independence right now. And checking on things occasionally, not all the time. So this is asking you to not micromanage, but to enjoy your own garden for a while. Now let's see what else is going on. Across this way. We got the Nine of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, the Emperor sitting center, the Magician right here. The Emperor is learning to look at something a little bit differently. The Emperor is learning to pull off a trick. Now this is you in the position of Emperor here. This is you coordinating whatever is the rules, how you want things set up on your own terms, and doing it in a more masculine way. You're going to hear some old school, kind of a sexist notion here. But it seems like the male sex, the male gender, is generally more inclined to love them and leave them, love them and leave them, set things down and move on. Kind of one track mind, one task, one task, one task. This feels like it's calling for you to activate some of this energy where you can be on one task, where you can set something down and not linger, not ruminate, not overthink, not be overly in the past too much, but set it down and move on. This is what's coming through as far as setting up the rules, setting up the structure, and setting something else down. The ruminating doesn't serve. The King of Pentacles, what you've built, what you've built, what you've built, you've built. Now you're being required and being asked to move forward, doing something a little bit differently, a little bit new. And this is huge coming in. We've got the Five of Swords coming. This is leaving the battlefield. This is don't add insult to injury. Don't keep pushing in an old way. There's something new that needs to come forward for you. We've got the Hanged Man and the Four of Swords here. This is asking you to get rest, take care of yourself. This is the self-care card. It's also one that says let down self-recrimination. Let down any kind of guilt or shame or survivor's guilt. Usually we see this guy in front of the casket or the coffin in the church. But this is the Four of Swords here. They're creating a plan and somebody's sitting outside and there's a little bit of feeling on the outside looking in. It needs to be let go and there's needing to coordinate with more, needing to invite others in. This is a task for you to do. I am a very hermity person myself. I don't like making new friends. I'm great at it when I'm one-on-one, but I don't like being the new kid. And this is feeling like the calling of the new kid is coming through on this. You're going to have to look at it through a different lens. This is making more friends, making new acquaintances, making new moves is what's coming on. Leaving something else behind. Trying a different battle strategy is coming in. We got the Nine of Pentacles over here with the Seven of Swords coming in. And this is holding your boundaries for what you have for your own independence coming in. This is huge for you. Holding the boundaries and getting your own independence coming in. Doing it your way on your terms, but invite others to do it with you too. Inviting others in. And this doesn't feel like particularly romantic. It feels like inviting others into your life, sharing your life, and risking a little bit more is what I'm getting. Risking a little bit more. Offering a little bit more. It feels like there's a stubbornness in you that doesn't want to necessarily go out of your way to make new friends because you can get stung so easily. I'm not asking you to overinvest, but maybe to detached invest, to detached reach out to others, to allow yourself to be outside your own comfort zone a little more and allow yourself to be a little bit friendly a little more often. Is what's coming through. Nine of Swords. Yeah, you got to get away from that. It's like, it's up to you. How do you want this to be? It's up to you. You can walk away from it or you can hold your boundaries and walk towards something that you're creating for yourself. This is big. The anxiety, the stress over the worry about the tower, the worry about moving on. You're moving on anyway. Time keeps on ticking whether we like it or not. Justice is coming here and the moon for a while. It feels like you've got a month of muddy waters is what I'm getting. You've got a month that isn't clear, a month that there isn't exact clarity, and it's really frustrating for you. You need to rely on your intuition in this month. This is how they show the moon in this deck. Show her. It's almost got a little bit of that hangman vibe to it as well. And justice is coming in. You got the justice right here by the moon card. But it feels like this is giving us a month of muddy waters. So you might as well be friendly. It's like, who is it? It says, be good to all so all can be kind to you. Be kind to all so all can be kind to you. That kind of phrasing is coming through. Anything else? Rely on the way that you want to set up your own kingdom. That's just fine. There's nothing wrong with doing that. Ace of Cups. Offering more love to the world at large is a great thing. And it's not that you've been selfish. You've been protective. That's okay to be protective. But there's a way of doing it from a detached point of view. You can offer, do what you can when you can, and get out of your comfort zone. Three of Swords, heartache, the Tower. Yeah. You feel like something has collapsed around you and then there's been betrayals around you. You're going to be more discerning going forward. And this is interesting. You're going to know. This is like really got, like, this one is almost like the Gossip Girls. It feels like the Five of Wands energy also on this Three of Swords. So, work politics, snipe and gripe girls, the mean girls energy is coming through on that one more than the betrayal. But that's what's coming through. And then this Tower, what you build up is changing. It's because change is necessary. Sometimes our soul, our spirit feels the need for change, and we're not really as much aware of it as we think we are. And the universe will be lining things up, and it feels like everything's going the wrong direction because we aren't clued into where we're going yet. If everything feels like it's just slow, be patient with yourself most of all. The universe is lining things up for you. It's not as screwball as it feels, but right now you're in this upside down position, and you've got this moon and then the Tower going on. It doesn't feel like you're in control and in charge of anything at all, but you are. You absolutely are. The High Priestess is doing her work. Ask some different questions, sweetie. Ask the different questions. You're going to get the dumb answers, the annoying answers to the wrong questions. So if you're asking questions and getting annoying answers over and over and over, change the question. Change where you're asking the question at. If that means you take your car, drive around the block, and ask the question from a different point of view, a different question, and in a different place, you'll get better answers. Anything else? Yeah, the High Priestess isn't always about the love and light and all this tra-la-la-la-la and, oh, this great psychic energy. No, we got shadow work to do. Yeah, light's coming through for you. It just looks a little bit different. It's dancing through a little bit different. This card is just called light. This is the Four Worlds. From this card, it's just called light. It is coming through for you. Boom. Ask different questions. That's what I've got. That feels very complete.
Wow, Ange.
Yeah, the Justice here, light coming through. Yeah, you just hang in there, be a little bit patient, because it feels like that's the hardest thing in the world for you right now, is the patience. And you're doing fine. You're doing fine. You're not being penalized. You haven't done anything wrong. Sometimes it feels like we've been put in the penalty box through no fault of our own, and it's because the universe is lining something else up for us. It's usually lining up something better than we can imagine, but it doesn't always feel that way because we're not in control, and we like to be in control. So that's what I got.
Ooh, okay, Ange.
Yeah, that's the Four Worlds. Tarot of the Four Worlds for you. And that's a very LV Fairy Sprite She kind of deck. That's the flavor of that one. Yeah.
Sandra said, thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and
I
Steph
hope
is
it makes
here.
sense for you.
Steph's here. Hi, Steph.
Hey,
Okay.
Steph, if anybody out there is near Steph, I think she's doing a Saturday night paint night over at the Mystic Frog in Orem. So go see Steph there. Tarot by the Sea, Intuitive Seer, Steph. Go see her. Go see her. My blade glitched.
Jeez, Ange, wow.
I couldn't get it out fast enough. I was too excited.
But love you guys. And Emily's here.
Hey, Emily. Hey.
All right, next up we have Caroline. Caroline, do you have a
Okay.
specific question for your love read? Let me know. And then we have Caroline, then we have Krista, then we have Yumna, God, I hope I said that right, and Kim.
Okay.
So we just need to know if Caroline has a specific question.
Okie doke. You'll have to let me know because
Okay.
I can't see shit.
General. Just general love read.
And this is our Valentine's special.
Yes. So it's going to be 5 cards.
5 cards. Secret Mirror. I'm going to do person A, person B. I don't know if person B is even on deck for you yet. I don't know what's going on. But person A, person B, you and how you relate to the other is the important. Wow. There's transformative energy and changes afoot here. There's big transformation here. You've got death and endings here, and this is also a rebirth card. This feels very rebirth to me because you've got the death taking motion, moving through, moving through, moving through. The energy between is the Ace of Wands, new actions being taken, and love on the run. This is like something on the go, on the go. You have to create a momentum. You have to do the action, take the action. Action to move forward. This is person A, energy between person B or other, how you're drawing forward from others. Now, just because we do something in a certain way in a romantic relationship doesn't mean we don't do some of the same patterns with our friends and family too. Different kinds of relationships, but we're still the same. Our variable is still the same. how we show the actions we take, how we invest, how we do it. Something to pay attention to. We've got the teamwork energy over here and the Queen of Cups energy right here. There's something going on here. This is where she looks into her cups and dreams. She's very, very the one that is the most intuitive of the queens. She's the one that looks in the cups and sees visions in there. This is what's going on. Somebody is intuitively in on things. A team player, teamwork energy. This is coming in between you and other and the new start. There's something that wants to come forward, that break forward on, what I'm getting is on new territory, new terrain. There is new framework being set up is what it feels like. That's what I've got for you. So person A, person B, energy between. Taking action on person A side. Person B, intuitively teamwork and wants to set up a new framework. I'm getting the frame that you would set before you set the basement in a house. That's what I'm getting. The first very, very substructure framework before they throw the cement in there and lay the foundation of a house. That's what I got. You're redoing. That's the rebirth. Yeah.
Okay, Ange.
Okay.
She said, that makes sense to me.
Good, 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 good. Glad. Okay.
Okay, I need you to not go way up here with the cards and not go, you got a box from like here, here, here. So don't spread the cards, just kind of.
Yes, sir. Trying to give you crap today. Flashing the bird.
Oh, are you? Okay.
He's totally ignoring the bird flashing. Trying to be a smart ass and he's not even biting. He's like on his OCD. Give it right here.
All right, today we are doing the normal list.
The normal
prices, but there
normal
is.
menu is there, but we do have the Valentine's reads for 5 cards for $10 for Valentine's Day. Or you can do any of the other prices, 20, 30, 40, 50, whatever you want to do. We've got the $20 blind, the $30 year ahead, $30 mini, $40 full, $50 specialty read, and you can pay me at the stuff below. Feisty comes with the E before the I. So that's how it is.
Yes, the $10.
So yeah, that's what we're doing today.
Ange.
Because
Okay?
why not? Yes.
Or anything above Angie's head there, you can see. Not
Oh,
literally.
the banner.
That's a banner, God.
What are you talking about?
Jeez.
I'm not.
You're going to give me a
Did
headache.
he put something there? He's laughing his ass off. He put the banner up on the TikTok, but I can't see my phone right now, guys. He can see it. I can't clearly.
It was great, man. You turned it around.
Yeah, literal Larry here. So okay.
See? Kim's laughing. Steph's like the way she turned and looked.
Usually I take him at his word. I forgot that there was the banner thing right.
Go like this. No, that's too high now. Just forget it, okay?
Here, have one of these. Your pick.
Hold this.
Hold this.
Oh, Angie.
Okay.
God dang. Okay, Krista. We need your question, Krista.
Okay.
If you posted it, we hope you didn't. So Krista's going to get a mini and
Okay.
a pinch.
A mini and a pinch. Okay, you got it.
Okay, Krista's question. I want to know all about romantic love coming in, hopefully for me.
Mini and a pinch.
Yumna, you're on deck.
This is the Curious Travelers Tarot, and it's a newer one. Mini and a pinch. She wants to know all about love coming in for her.
Yes, ma'am.
I want to go old school Celtic cross style. I don't even want to do the Australian 10, although it's one and the same. I want to set it up as the old school Celtic cross. We have the High Priestess in the center and the Fool's Adventure yet to begun. This is something that you're holding on to for a little while. Now, the High Priestess being here, this is significant. This is what you're in. When you're in the High Priestess year, you have time for some love and romance, some tomfoolery or frivolousness, but you're in your spiritual groove, and that's not going to be disturbed by any romance if it's not meant to be disturbed by romance. If you're meant to be learning some lessons that you're doing solo, you're going to get them. The Fool is taking a leap of faith here. You do have the partnering card subconscious here. Conscious, you have the Queen of Wands here. What you're learning is what you've got in your hand. You usually have this card with the world in the hand and then the horizon. There's partnering and figuring out how you take the next step forward, what's going to go on, creating the plan. But the Queen of Wands is in the conscious. She's getting territorial. She's getting her mojo. She's getting confident. She's the one that comes in the party and everybody goes, oh, she's here. Yeah, she's arrived. Consciously, you're drawing her forward, drawing her forward, drawing her forward. This is huge for you. In the recent past, it's leaving something that was sorrowful behind. The 2 cups still remain. The 3 has spilled over. It's pivoting from that. This is where the leap of faith is required. There's something going on, very dizzying energy right now. It's like a little bit of spinniness, a little bit of vertigo going on. What's that about? It's hard for you to find your footing when you're doing the romantic relationship. It's hard for you to be as grounded as you need to be. Keep yourself grounded. It will serve you well. This isn't the Queen of Coins, but a little bit of this Queen of Coins energy where you're practical, where you're grounded, where you're connected with Earth. This is necessary for you. Knowing your worth, knowing your value, and having your mojo at the same time. There's something about this coming in. There's something about soil work. There's something about soil work. This is like if you're gonna get out in your garden or make plans for the garden or bring house plants in. There's something about this that is very. You need to be grounded, and getting dirt around you is going to be helpful on this for reals. Don't know what it's about. No, not clay. I'm asking myself, is clay enough? No, it's not just clay. Like literally, you need to get where there's some kind of soil or get yourself a new houseplant, something where the dirt is around you. Also, I'm getting the oil vetiver. It smells like dirt. It's very, it's like stinky. It smells like stinky dirt, but it's very, very grounding. Vetiver on the soles when you can't get grounded enough is helpful. I don't know why you need to know. I don't know if you do need to know. That's what's coming through. Hierophant card in the near future. This is access to traditional stuff. This is sometimes a card of weddings. It's sometimes a card of getting keys, job promotion, keys to the kingdom, access to something. This is coming up for the Queen of Wands. This is who you need to inhabit. You're inhabiting this energy and this energy at the same time. It's not being foolish to do this. As far as love goes in, the partnering is something subconsciously that you're pushing towards, but you need to let go of for a bit. Wheel of Fortune wants to kick in. This is in the position of now. Fate needs to step in here. Here we have the Ace of Cups on the overflow. The environment around you is emotional overflow. Huge, huge, huge. It doesn't feel necessarily contrived, but it does feel overfilled. It's like you need to dump about half of that out. So half of the old way of thinking, half of the old thoughts about how romance works needs to just be yeeted out of there. Just let go. Done. Hopes and fears. Will there be teamwork? Will there be enough time for play? Will there be a coming together energy? Yes, there will. But who's coming towards you and what's the outcome? The slowest knight in the universe. The Knight of Coins. The slowest one. It's why you need to be grounded. It's not what you're expecting is a wrong expectation. It's just the universe and fates are going to take their damn time. It doesn't feel like the love energy is coming in fast, 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 fast. It feels like your spiritual path trumps that. It's greater than. It's your spiritual path outranks the need for the romantic path right now. What else is going on? Yeah. That one wanted to flash and this one wanted to flash. We've got the Six of Cups nostalgia coming in on this. We've got the Temperance card and the Magician. Now look at these. These are the 3 that wanted to face up, face up. So we've got the Six of Cups. The nostalgia has to go. The rose-colored glasses about what romance is, about what romantic relationships are, and about how they actually work. There's some of this nostalgia that just gets crammed down our throats in our society, especially at this time. It needs to be let go of. Relationships are hard. They're a pain in the ass, and they're a lot of work. You have to accommodate a whole other person, blah, 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 blah. And when you're trying to do spiritual truth work and spiritual shadow work, it's not always easy to accommodate another person. And sometimes that means you need time alone, and the universe will line up this solitude for your good, for a blessing, for a gift. It feels like it's giving you that, and it feels like you're like, wait a minute, that's not what I wanted. That's not what I asked for. It's what you need before you go into the relationship next and you get the deeper level relationship. Magician is already happening. This feels like internal workings beyond what you would even think to consider going on right now. There's something going on with this Magician, with the way that this is going on. It's like the universe itself has, what do they call that? A diversion, distraction. They have something going on over here, and the universe is working its magic. But something over here you're looking at. You're being diverted. Your focus is being diverted. The universe is doing the work underneath. You keep doing the work of the High Priestess right here. That's important for you. And then the Temperance card comes in. This is coming in all year long. This was the High Priestess in combination. Is potent way of transmuting, of alchemizing, of shifting your energy and bringing in something new. Nine of Wands. You're going to feel a little bit like this is tough, this is tough, this is tough. It does not feel like love is coming in right away, sweetie. And I don't even think I'd worry about it. You don't need to settle for jackasses when you're going to have someone good on the way. You just can't see them on the path yet. You're not to the destined meeting yet. You're not to... What's going on there? It feels like there's a fated meet point, a fated destination point, a fated time point. Yeah, okay. 1 second, sweetie. There's a deck back here that I want. Here we go. This is the Akashic Tarot. This is my second one. I cut the borders off, but there's a destined meeting going on in this deck, and I want to see what's going on. Queen of Scrolls. Back of this has to happen first. It says importance of information, inspiration, feminine help, communication, personal growth, readiness to learn and awakening. This has to happen first.
I know I won't settle, just impatient. LOL.
Yeah. There is something about the fated meeting. You have to do this first. And then the karmic trench is to keep you from doing the same thing over and over that makes you feel like you're in a rut. This is something different. You're laying groundwork, you're doing something, but it's to keep you out of that. Oracle of Delphi. There's something coming in that you need to have activated. This is number 1 here. And this is saying perception, profound awareness, and intuition. This is what's coming through. Look familiar? Show her this. That's what we're talking about. This is you getting your spiritual groove on first. It has to happen in such a manner. You don't want somebody that can't keep up with you spiritually. They're not always going to be on the same spiritual page, but you want somebody that makes room for your spiritual growth. And you don't need anybody that's playing in the shallows or that's just not capable of doing that with you right now, of being on that journey with you. Phil doesn't always think in the same hippie-trippy ways I do, but he's capable of making room for me to be my weird self. You need that kind of energy coming through. Not somebody that's going to be like, oh, shit, you need another tarot deck? Oh, shit. What is this all about? Oh, you're just, that's pot duck. You don't need somebody negatively putting that. You need somebody that's, oh, shit, another tarot deck. Okay, that's pot duck. All right. You need somebody that's going to have your back and understand that you need to grow in the way you need to grow. And there is somebody coming. It's just taking some time on this. Anything else? 2 of Forces is showing on the bottom here. This is Willow Tree. This is summer energy coming through. I know it looks like spring, but it feels like summer. This is the river, being in the flow by the river and understanding the roots have to go deep towards the river before it's coming through at all. This is a willow tree, and it's coming through as summer. I don't know why it is, but that's what's coming through. That's complete. It's beautiful.
You don't usually hand me the whole deck.
Well, tough shit.
Jeez, man.
You know, sometimes the universe hands you a lot, and sometimes not a lot. Deal with it. All right, that's what we got.
Why would you hand me the whole deck like that?
Why wouldn't I?
Because you never do.
Never's a big word.
Never say never.
You can say never all you want. It doesn't necessarily
It's a
apply.
Sabbath song.
I don't care.
Okay, because the rest of the deck represents the roots of the willow tree, Phil. That's what Krista put.
Okay, then that would be why. That'd be why. And that's the Akashic Tarot, and it's a very different, it's kind of its own system. So you can see that on the back, I trimmed it out. I've got the second one that has the borders on, but I trimmed it out and put the keywords on, or words that I thought fit from their little book, the blurb. So yeah, mess with your tools how you want, as long as they're useful to you, then keep using them. Water for me.
I understood what she meant, Krista put.
Good.
Okie doke, Ange. Oh, and a pinch. You need that pinch, Ange. You know you are on deck.
The pinch for Krista. What is the pinch for
I
Krista?
just dropped one.
That's good.
It's right in front of you.
Huh, the dove. What I'm getting for you, Krista, is when you're singing your own song, this is when it's key. This is when you're going forward. This one's sitting on their own on the moon. This is the cat on the moon by themselves. Really, really interesting. It's like you're not waiting on anybody anymore. You're running your own race, doing your own thing. This is something about the art of solo. I'm going to try and bring this forward. The art of doing something solo for a while really, really serves. You've got the dove here. This is not just a bird of peace. It's also angelic presence coming in. then here you have the music coming in. This is something about your own heart song that needs to be sung. That's the key to it. The key is in the center of everything. That's when you start going forward. Now, if we were taking this on Lenormand, we would see the rider on top of the horse and a message would be coming through. This feels down the pike a little bit. This is where it needs to go. You need to understand your own intuition and be comfortable in your phase where you're at right now. Be comfortable in your own skin a little bit more. This is key for you. This is foundational for you. Your own song needs to be coming through. Whatever it is, whatever that anthem is for you, whatever it is that makes you feel good to do and good to be around, it's what you need to submerge yourself in. This is what it feels like. It feels like skinny dipping under the moonlight and really, really being submerged in what it is you love to do and love about yourself and not even worrying about anything. That's what's coming through. That feels like a smaller pinch than usual, but they all come out in big, bold charms right here. So it's very, very bold. Yeah. It's stark naked is what I'm getting. This is what's the skinny dipping under the moonlight energy coming through. There are things that are about that imagery that will stay with you, whether you're having spiritual bath or spiritual cleanse, whether you're getting really raw about your emotions, you'll know this is the imagery and this is the phase that you're in. That's what I got. It's very, very bare to the bones and quintessentially you that needs to be allowed to come through stronger than ever before. This is what's come through. That's what's drawing in and drawing towards and drawing harmony. That's what I got. This is new. This song has changed. We have certain anthems and certain songs that we love through different stages of our life, and this is new. It might be an old song you're familiar with, but it's newly on your playlist as an anthem. It's newly prioritized. Your heart song and what you're telegraphing out there with your own heart's cadence, with your own pulse, is different than what it's been before. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Krista said that is amazing. Thank you so much.
Yeah. And Krista, if I was you, I'd be putting in a new playlist for yourself. I'd put a new Naked in the Moonlight playlist for yourself. I really would. Don't know why, but I would. Yeah. Maybe a little Leanne Rhymes wouldn't go the wrong way. I don't know what that's about, but that's what I'm getting.
Yeah, let's not make the mistake of playing a song again.
We won't do that. But when I had that song about wings come up, the Wings song, and Phil played it, it wouldn't let me upload. YouTube did not like that.
Well, YouTube let it upload, then they took it down for copyright.
Yeah, so it's like, okay, 4 seconds of that song, all right, whatever. Anyway, lesson learned. So, okay.
All right, Krista, but I just changed my playlist around on my birthday last week.
Good. Yeah, you're getting there. That's awesome.
Okay. Ange. All right, next up we have a love read.
Okay.
Yumna and Sven.
Yumna and Sven.
Kim, you're on deck.
Okay, we're going here. Person A as Yuna. And Sven, person B. Energy between. Whoa! I don't know what's up with there. Wow. You saw me draw that. That was very deliberately chosen, very deliberately pulled on this side. My, oh my, oh my, my, my. Okay, on your side, we've got the Page of Swords. Something you've seen, witnessed, and observed. You've seen enough. You've heard enough. There's been a little bit of harsh talk. You've got this romantic notion in your head. This is nostalgia, nostalgia, nostalgia. There's a friendship energy that is usually an even exchange on this card when it's good. And when it's not so good, it's the rose-colored glasses hindering you. Giving somebody too much credit. Devil energy in the middle, I fucking hate. I do not like that. Do not like it, Sam I am. Then you have the Ten of Coins, somebody that's very materially minded, and legacy and breakthrough should be coming through, but this feels like materially minded. And Queen of Wands. This is the one who's the most sensual, shows up in. This feels like Queen of Wands gets all the attention, garners all the attention, but also this is a materialistic aspect of her coming through on his side. What I say, person A, person B, and this energy between. Right now, And you know that song, "You're no good, you're no good, he's no good, he's no good." Right now he's not good for you, is what I'm saying. No good. No good, no good. You've seen enough to know what the faults are in the relationship that makes it not very viable. The love read does not come through as one of unity, as one of working together. No. This came through too strong, and this was deliberately pulled. I didn't know which deck, and I didn't know which card, and I went directly to the card, pulled, and this came through. Take a pause. Give this guy some space for right now. It feels like there's an energy where, just say it. It feels like there's an energy where somebody is being used. That's what it feels like. Somebody is being used rather than valued. That's not the same thing. A relationship is not a resource. Somebody feels like they're being used, and that's how the energy feels coming through. I'm not loving that for you, honey. I am not. This may be something that passes. This is only 5 cards. This isn't the deepest dive, but this came through with such a kick. It means something that your mama would say, you know better. That's no good for you. That's no good for you. Something is just not quite right. Something that looks too good to be true is the devil. Old patterns that need to be recognized and outgrown and freed from. There's something about this energy that just doesn't sit quite right. That's what I've got right now. I'd give it a break. Valentine's Day or no, I'd give it a fucking break. It doesn't mean that the whole world is coming to the end. It means right now the energy is...
She put very strange, but okay.
Yeah. This is strange. Very strange. Now, you trust your higher self above me or any other tarot reader. Your higher self is going to clue you in on some of this. But whatever this is, if it looks too pretty, if it looks too good, if it's happening too fast, there's sometimes people that are not necessarily narcissistic, but have some of those tendencies that they'll love bomb the hell out of you, and it feels like everything you ever wanted, and then you slow their roll. You'll end up giving too much of yourself over to that person, and that could be something that's going on, and you need time to distinguish. I would slow things down. That's what I've got. That's complete. Yeah. And this is the Sambucas Tarot. So, yeah. Sorry on that one, honey. But you asked. That's what the cards had. And maybe I'm wrong. Nobody's 100% right all the time. I'd love to be wrong on this one. It just didn't feel that way.
She put okay, thanks.
You're welcome, sweetie. You are welcome. And be good to yourself no matter what. Because the one love that you have through your entire life, no matter who you are, is yourself. Birth to death, we do alone. Unless you're a twin. And even then, you do most of your living alone. So, be good to yourself today. All right.
Okay, Ange.
Yeah. I would have much rather see the Two of Cups or the Lovers right there in the center, but didn't happen. Okay.
Okay, Kim is up next. Kim, do you
Okay,
have a
Kim.
specific question, Kim? For a love read.
A love read for Kim. All right.
Emily, you're on deck.
We're going to go to the Aura Tarot for Kim.
Krista put women empowering women.
Absadam-lutely. Absadam-lutely. All right. Person A. Person B. Not easy time for love right now. It's a give and take. It's a sharing time. There is more sharing to be done, but there's a lot of give and take, and this is the lesson that you're learning. This is person A. This is person B. Person A still has anxiety and stress about love and about boundaries and is learning how to hold the boundaries for themselves when they didn't in the past. This is something that has created enough anxiety that it feels like nightmare, and you don't want to build the wrong thing. Holding the boundaries is more important. Person B, they're feeling burdened by something, and they're still a little bit miserly. If this person is prone to overgiving, and not having clear boundaries, and this person is prone to taking, the give and take needs to be balanced. It's like they need to learn each other's lessons a little bit differently. The refrain, the lyrics, who do you love, coming through. It's also how do you give your love. This is what's coming through. Person B is going to be more miserly, more uptight, feeling more burdened. What that means if you're like on the dating scene, that would mean they're going to keep their distance. They don't want clingy. They don't want overkill. They don't want a lot going on. Unavailable is what I would say is person B. Person A, not quite over, still learning to set boundaries in a firmer way, and this is something both are learning. It does not say this is a strong love connection right now. There is sharing that needs to go on. There is a way of sharing and a way of doing and offering differently, giving and taking a little bit differently. One more just for fun. Yeah, walking away from an old battle. I would not be involved in a love relationship right now. I would not be on the prowl, and I would not be on the hunt right now. Although you might have the prowess to do it, it might not be the right time to do it. And you don't want to hunt in the same way you did before. There's something different about this. There's something that is more artful to be gained. Yeah, Five of Cups. There's something that is turning away from something old, an old patterning that needs to be let go of. And there's a more artful way to do it. That's what I've got. That feels complete. All right. That's what I got.
All right.
Yeah. This is a tough energy for Valentine's Day this month. Maybe it's like because the planets are all aligned and doing squirrely things. Who knows? It's tough astrology this month also. Just put it that way. Yeah. Turbulence going on.
Kim put not currently looking.
Yeah. Well, good. Don't hunt. Don't be on the hunt. Don't be on the hunt. It would not serve. As far as the love relationship goes, if you take this person B to represent how you love others and share with others, like I say, the way we present in love relationship is also the way we present in family relationships, friends relationships, things like that. There needs to be more clear boundaries set, and you need to be doing a little bit differently, investing energy a little bit differently. Done with the spout.
All right, Emily, you're on deck. Do you have a specific question? Let me know, please.
Let me get some water.
Kim put thanks, and
You're welcome, honey.
Krista put it's lessons in self-love. And Steph put the astrology is crazy and will continue to be crazy for a little bit into July.
It's turbulent is what it feels like. It feels like, and I wouldn't get on a plane if I was anybody right now, but it feels like when the planes have turbulence and it's like, oh shit. And they just have dropped to avoid like bad weather. That's what it feels like. Okay.
Next up is Emily for a love read, just blind read.
What kind of read are we doing? The Valentine's
She's doing
special?
the special with
Thank
blind.
You. Okay. All right. Love read.
Kristen, you're on deck.
We're going to do a line of 5 for you. It'll tell us everything. We're going to Lena Rodriguez's One World Tarot.
Steph said, don't say no to planes and cruises.
I would. What do we have coming up here? There's the 5. It's actually 6 we've got here. These feel like a group. This feels separate. This feels separate. So we're going to read this. What's going on is the desire to rush forward with the newfound truth, newly discovered truth, but what's needed is moderation. This is how you transmute and transform something. This is also the card of patience, the card of balancing. This is what's needed for you right now. The Romeo on the way is coming through. The Knight of Cups, Knight of Cups. Now, if this is the true Knight of Cups, he's going to be very romantic. Not false, not necessarily player, lady slayer. But he's not going to be the one that charges in with the sword. You're going to be the one that's more ready for this battle. You're more well equipped for the fight, and this guy is still figuring things out. This person is still figuring out how to do relationships out of the dreamy head in the clouds way. This person is actually more grounded, even though they're in a hurry. Don't rush, don't rush, don't rush. This does feel like the two people and the energy moderating it between. I wouldn't be surprised if you ran into romance along the way, but it might be somebody that's a pie-in-the-sky thinker. A real dreamer type of personality. There's that song, Don't Fall in Love with a Dreamer. But this is not necessarily a bad energy. It's just the love experience, and this one is very much more head in the clouds. This one, more to the point. More, bottom line, here's the truth, blah, blah, blah. There is a little bit of magic to be had in this. I don't know that it feels like the perfect partnership, but it feels like a really great experience. This is what it feels like. It feels like encountering somebody new, having a romantic relationship, or some fun and some engagement with them. It doesn't feel necessarily long term, but it's not bad. It feels like just right for the time. There's planning, there's looking at things down the road a little bit differently than what they see. One person is unable to move and the other person is planning for the future. But enjoy it for what it is. If you're dating and playing the field, enjoy it for what it is. Enjoy getting to know each other. Enjoy the dating experience instead of having it be work. This is what's coming through. There is a learning about enjoying dating again. A learning about enjoying other again and getting to know other. Instead of having it be, well, how does this go according to the terms that I think it will? There's enjoying exploring that's coming up. Don't know why. And it's coming up for a season and it feels like a short season and I don't know why that is, but that's how it feels. It's coming up for a short season. It feels like relearning your flirt game in the next 3 months is what I'm getting. Don't know what that's about. Relearning your flirt game. Relearning the game for the next 3 months is important. That's what I got. It's complete.
Wow.
Yeah. And that was a 6 card, but that's what came up. So, if that's what comes up, that's what comes up. All right.
Okay, Angel.
Yeah. I like that. It's one of those things that you might remember fondly, and it might not be something that you always think about, but when you would look back, maybe not even as old as me, but in the future, you'd look back and you're like, yeah, that was a good time. That was fun. Those were some of my wild oats that I enjoyed, that kind of thing.
Emily said thank you.
You're welcome, honey.
Okay, next up we have Kristen.
Okay.
Kristen is a full read.
Okay.
Why is it that nowhere I go feels like home? Itchy feet. Will I ever live somewhere that feels like home?
The answer is no. The answer is no. You're not going to live somewhere that feels like home in the traditional sense. And it might be that you have what I would call traveler's blood, itchy feet, gypsy spirit, the wild spirit in you. But this is also coming through as very much, you remember your celestial type of home a little better. You remember your star home a little better than you remember this home. It's not because you'll never find what you want that's comfortable. You'll find comfortable. But there's going to be always a seeking and longing energy about you and in you, and it's not going to change. This is your spirit doing the wild spirit. You're here for purpose, here for reason, but this isn't your first go around on the planet at all. What I'm getting is you need to remember your lineage from the stars, from the star seeds, call it what you will. Some people call it angelic, some people call it galactic, some people call it Pleiadian, some people call it Lemurian. Doesn't matter which label you want to put on it. Your spiritual lineage, your star lineage is really strong, and you're here doing the human experience. You're here volunteering and doing it, but not because you haven't done human before, but because you had to acquire lots of human experiences before you got here. You have itchy feet from itchy experiences. You've experienced this planet many times before, is what I'm getting. And it's no wonder that you know there are easier ways to achieve outcome X, and you see people taking the long way, it frustrates you. And it's like, why does humanity have to be so damn dense sometimes? But this is what's going on. Okay, let's see what else is going on about this question. Sorry, that was no cards required on that part. What do you need to know? Your strength and your connection with spirit is very, very strong. You cannot force a thing. You come through. This is more of who you are, but this is how you present. This is like if you're more the starseed, if you're more the star being than you are the human being, you know this. However, you're walking the world in your human experience right now. So it feels like slow going. It feels like really slow going. It feels like you're moving, often moving, changing the fate. Wow. I need to explore this one right now. Wow. Yeah. Okay. The restlessness that's in your spirit will be here probably till you cross over. So it's something you get to learn to live with. It's not that you never fit anywhere. It's that you've been here before, and fitting isn't necessarily the purpose. You've got the chariots coming through here. When I look at this, in the past you've done this before, and you will continue to do this. It's something you do easily and well. You set things up for change. You act as a catalyst. You act as a hand of fate just by the way you walk and the people you touch in your experience. You might live here and there and gypsy around quite a bit. You might travel around, move around quite a bit traveling around. But the way that you touch fate and influence other people's lives is profound. You don't know the changes that you make, but they are strong. To the degree that some people will bring others through, yes. Some people will bring others through the field because of the influence you have, because of whatever you say or the conversation that you have with that person. They bring others through the field because of that. Yeah. You aren't allowed to know all the times of your influence when they happen. You might get, a grafting. You might get a grafting and caught up on that a little bit later down the road, like a decade from now. You might get some of this coming back. A grafting would come. Your job is to catalyze, to create change, to give your gift and then move forward is what you're supposed to do. So you're not going to feel very at home in Earth School in general for probably many decades. And it's something you'll come to terms with. The people that are travelers and the nomadic peoples that used to be on this planet, when there was more, before agriculture became, they were nomads. You had this in your energy before, and it's in your energy now, this nomad print, because you haven't just had life on this planet. It feels like you've been off planets and doing different things before. It just feels, that's just how it feels. And I don't care if that's wacky to say, that's how it feels. It's not that you're a stranger to this planet entirely either. It's just this moving and this movement and this chariot and this movement. It's spiritual movement that's happening. It's supposed to happen. This is conscious, this is subconscious. You're planting seeds, giving gifts all along the way. This is the King of Pentacles, super supportive king. This is the subconscious, super supportive. This is the one that says, show me your plan and I'll back your play. You're telling other people you've got them. You're showing support to other people all along the way while turning the wheel of fortune for them, and they don't even know. Nor do you, most times, which is great. It means that, agent of karma, karmic agent is something that you would do. You would be like undercover karmic agent, handing out or dealing out karma without even knowing karma that you're giving out to other people.
I do have a gypsy bloodline.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. No doubt. Absolutely no doubt there. Temperance, you're here to help balance. And Empress, you're here to help balance and bring forward divine feminine in the strongest way possible. This is what's going on with you. And it's why that you won't just be in one spot. Don't let that make you feel disappointed or disgruntled anymore. Just take it that you're doing several lifetimes all at once, and so each chapter is very much its own thing. Keep going forward. Keep going forward. We have Queen of Wands energy here. You know your power. You have the confidence to have the mojo. There's a very, very much of a sensual energy coming through here. This is like going with the flow, the sway of the hips, the motion of the ocean, all of this going on. The power of creation that she has is why people approach. It's what you're doing. And then you offer gifts as you go along. It's not that you are never gifted. Don't be hesitant to go. When you get the nudge to move to a different geography, to take a trip, to go a different path, honor that nudge. Always, always on you. Your strength is coming through strong. Hopes and fears that you'll never feel comfortable on the battlefield. Part of the reason you don't feel comfortable on the battlefield is because you're not meant to be in battle right now. You are meant to be here as an agent of karma, a temperance agent coming through with the divine feminine. Not to be in the war so much. You can do warrior mode, but you don't have to. You've been taught that you can do warrior mode, and you have to battle and be strong, be strong. It's the gentle strong that's coming through super strong here. The one that helps shift fate. And then the Lovers. This is part of your path. This is part of the blueprint for you. This is part of the path you choose. Sometimes you will travel partnered, and sometimes you will travel solo, but always you travel here. And the green on this is coming through really strongly. The green-haired woman. This is the woman that has the heart chakra so strongly. That balances this out for others. It's not that the grass is always greener, although you get the itchy feet and get that plenty. It's that your heart is knowing that you need to move somewhere, move somewhere, move somewhere. Wherever you go, that's where your home will be. Your home is as big as it needs to be in your suitcase. Your home is something you carry with you always. This is what's coming through. It's not a wrong mode of doing. It's different than we see done traditionally in our culture and in our society now. It doesn't mean it's incorrect or inaccurate or wrong for you. It's absolutely who you are, who you're meant to be, how you're meant to be doing. Anything else? Spiritual lesson and spiritual gift for you because of this. Okay, all right. This is what's coming through. The teamwork from the other side, and this is coming through with the energy of Lucy. This is very Lemurian type of energy. Very much that kind of energy coming through. There is teamwork from the other side. Tune into what your spirit guides want to help you with as far as your own gifts that are coming in and being tuned in. Your intuition is getting heightened and strengthened at this time. It's coming in quite strongly. There's going to be 3 ways that are primary modes of operation. The way you network and the way you grace something socially is unforgettable and surprising. Your creativity is huge. This is what comes in. This is how you create the change. This is how you alchemize and transmute. You do act as something that is cathartic. You will have conversations that are difficult conversations for the other person to have, where they might get snot-nosed crying, but they clear something. And there's something about your energy that is good to do that. It's not like you're here to make everybody cry, but you kind of are. You're here to help uproot some things that they have buried within. When you have these soulful conversations, they may end up with tears and a lot of toilet paper, but these are good conversations to have because somebody hasn't looked at this in a certain way. Somebody hasn't looked at whatever is in their situation in a certain way, and you could spot it from a mile away. This is something that, this is how you shift the fate. You help people see differently, see through a different lens, create a different dynamic just because you've had conversations with them. It's beautiful. You help other people get off the battlefield too. That's complete.
Woo.
That's gorgeous. And this is Tarot of the Mystic Soul, and this is one that I just got the triple of this in the last little order of cards that I got from Temu. And it was like, yes, I love this deck. It's a great one. So yeah, it's fantastic. But that's what I've got for you. And it's no surprise to me that you don't feel necessarily at home anywhere here. You may travel a lot. You may move a lot in your life. There is something about the power that you carry with you that will need to be seeded, spread out, and shared to many people in many places. You couldn't live in a population of 200 and thrive there for very long. You might live in many populations of 200, but you couldn't just live in a one-horse town for all of your days and sit on the rocking chair on front of the porch. No. Never.
Oh,
It wouldn't suit you to sit there for longer than, a day or two or a weekend. So, yeah.
right. She said, thank you as always. You nailed it.
You're welcome, honey. You're welcome.
Okay, Lily is up next.
Okay.
She wants a regular blind read.
Okay. Woohoo! Lily for regular blind read. Yes. 1 second. Yeah, okay. All right. We're going to the Cosmic Energy Oracle cards and then the story cards. Let's see what's going on. Okay. What I'm getting is a circle, and this line through is like an access point. Like, can you show them that? Up there, there's a hourglass, and see how it's got the 2 circles? Sometimes we see those, and we see something that comes through there. It's that weird kind of compass or globe thing, whatever. I don't know what it is. Sundial type thing. That's what's coming through. There's something that's coming through you that is greatly in charge of creating peace around you, and it's not something you've been doing lately. It needs to be done a little bit more. You value peace and quiet. It feels like you've had a little bit of drama mongers around you lately. So the circle. Okay. This is a little lopsided circle, but whatever the fuck, this is how it's coming in. Give me just a second. Love is coming in here. It feels like something about in the household, in your household environment, it's been a little bit upside down lately. The love is needing to be seen and brought in more. This does not mean people are going to operate in a way that is loving. It means you need to operate in a way that is loving. You need to detach from the outcome or detach from the old story that people have given you. Look for the good everywhere and you'll find it. Look for the small blessings everywhere and you'll find it. Look for love everywhere and you're able to give it. This is what I've got. You're able to receive it better when you're able to give it more. There's something about your walls that need to come down. This has been upside down for a while. Now here we have wisdom here and we have wisdom here. Look at these stacks of cards. Look how big they are. What are the echoes that we're getting? The words love and the words wisdom. Peace point is what you want. But this is what's coming through. Yes, these could be great words for any kinds of oracle decks, but the fact that these two cards would come in so strongly is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Two cards, love and wisdom. This is what needs to be incorporated for you. And the wisdom has not been incorporated. You're a very wise person, but you haven't been incorporating it as much. Your impatience has gotten the better of you. Now, this is coming in through friendship. Some friends are capable of different things at different times. We have different friends at different times for different reasons, right? But there's something that you're expecting of a friendship when somebody is not capable of, and you need to allow them the place and space that they're at. It's not that it's a wrong issue. They just have a different curriculum and different pacing than you do, and that's okay to have. But you're having a little bit of difficulty accepting that they're not necessarily in the same place as you, or maybe they were besties with you or really close with you, close connection there in the past, and it's not there anymore. It doesn't mean it hasn't served or that it might not return later. It means it needs to be allowed. There needs to be individual flourishing. King coming forward. Say the king is friends with somebody really, really great in the kingdom, and they both think they're born in the same station, same status, same place in life, but the king is destined to be king. It's not the same place and station anymore. Somebody has a different curriculum than somebody else. This is what you've got. And if you've got your crown chakra opened, your crown, the king's crown, if you're taking on your life, if you're taking on accountability, and your friend is muddling through something and not getting the lesson over and over and over, if they're just putting their head on the bricks over and over on the brick wall a little too frequently, it's not your job to fix that. It's your job to let them keep running into the wall for a while, because you've told them everything you can tell them. This is time for you to put on your crown, keep your peace, let them have their lessons. There is wisdom in this. It doesn't mean you can't help. Do what you can when you can, but it's not your job to enable, and it's not your job to fix. This is your time to use wisdom to step back, to allow yourself to grow, to allow yourself to honor self-love a little bit more, to honor you a little bit more, and to have your peace intact. Whether they're going in the crazy train or not. They might have crazy train all the time in their household. It might be like a revolving door, all the time crazy. It's not your job to fix that. And it's not your job to go into that whirlwind tornado of a shit show all the time either. What's coming through is you need to have the wisdom to step back, and at those moments when you can connect, if you can connect, then you will. If it needs to be lots of moments before you connect again, then that's what it needs to be. Allowed. Here. Now this is coming through with unity. The house finally settles and there's unity. It feels like a turbulent household needs to calm down and you need to stay the fuck out of it. I don't know why, but that's what it feels like. When you stay the fuck out of the drama and keep yourself grounded and peaceful and calm and centered and all that good stuff, which is not easy to do. Easier said than done. But when you are able to master that and do that well, that's when you create your own sense of peace. That's when more unity comes. Seeking happens a little bit differently then. What you're wanting to have now isn't coming for a while in this dynamic with this person. It's not coming for a while. This seeking, they're going to take a while to figure it out. And this house, look, there's the house in the whirlwind right there. The house in the whirlwind lesson you will learn, and you're going to learn it far sooner than they will. And it's you've learned to get off the battlefield way before they learn to get off the battlefield. So consequently, they're in battle, they're in drama, they're there a lot more of the time. And sometimes you ache for the time when you were in such sync, and it's not going to be there for a while. They will need the world uprooted before they can have it set back down. Look at the difference here. They need a little bit more chaos than you can have peace in. You need peace more. Love isn't just having people do it how you do it, or do it on your terms or in your way or with your curriculum. Love is what offers you a sense of sanity. This card is well-being and peace and well-being. There are two different birds on the branch here, two different birds on the branch here. These cards are good pick together. Good pick. They each have their own little thing to do in the world. They aren't meant to necessarily always be in the same place and space. They aren't. They will come together again and again at different times, but as two individuals, not one and the same. This is the lesson that comes through. And there will be some times where they come together and they're honoring things and it's really going well. But just because you went to the same grade school as somebody doesn't make you friends forever and ever and ever, or close friends forever and ever. But you might always value that grade school experience or the family of origin experience. Just because you came from the same orphanage doesn't mean that you have the same life path to walk. And it doesn't mean you forget either. The role that they fulfill in your world is quite strong. It helps you learn what keeps you rooted, grounded, what keeps you out of chaos, what keeps you out of drama, and what gives you actual peace. What actually feeds you is what you need to do. So go to the well that feeds you. This is a card of well-being, of happiness in the heart. And they both get the happy. It just looks a little different for you than for them. That's what I've got. That feels very, very complete. The wisdom is knowing it's okay to allow the difference. All right. Yeah. That was incredible.
She went, OMG, this makes a lot of sense.
Oh, I'm sure it does. And you know what? Just because they want to do their house in the cyclone and in the drama doesn't mean they're wrong to do it that way. They'll figure it out when they're ready to figure it out. It's okay. Let them have their crazy. We all need our crazy. We're all a little batshit in this world, whether we admit it or not. We are. We all are. So, yeah. And that doesn't make one better or one lesser. Not at all. Different. That's all.
But thank you so much.
You're welcome, honey.
All right, our
Yeah,
list
that was
is
a fun
clear,
one.
Ange. Do you want to
Okay.
do a collective?
Yeah.
Move on?
Yeah, let's do a collective.
Okay, what are the chances you think you're going to be on this weekend?
Oh, probably a good 85%.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I
But
think
for
I would
sure
love to know.
Monday?
For sure on Monday. This weekend, my daughter is flipping a house. And so if you're over in West Jordan and you want to see Alta Alana Real Estate, look for her. But she's flipping a house, and I think that she's doing an open house this weekend. I'm not sure if it's ready. I'm crossing my fingers that it is. If it's not, then that might play into it. So I'm 85% yes this weekend, and I don't know whether it'll be Saturday or Sunday or what. So anyway, that's why I'm not 100% yes this weekend. But yeah.
Okie doke.
And we're on Friday as it is, so it might be like a Sunday show anyway. Who knows?
All right, we'll do the collective, Ange.
Okay, the collective. Hang on. All right, we're going to do the Find Your Own Magic Collective. This is one of the newer decks that I got, and it's really pretty interesting, but it's not the traditional imagery that you see. It's very much more modern thinking, kind of like Ethany's Tarot is more modern thinking too, and it just is more modern. There's one called The Rebel Witch, also. It's somewhat like that too. It's very, very different kind of art. Probably really good for journaling. Not good for immediate learning. As far as if it's your first deck, I wouldn't recommend this as your first deck. I would recommend this for after you got your feet wet in the land of tarot for a little bit. Let's do a collective on this. We're getting duets coming in. Why are we getting duets? We just are. We're getting duets because we're getting obnoxious shadow lessons and a lot of light shown on them. A lot of light shown on these obnoxious shadow lessons. Some of us don't really like the shadow lessons. Most of us don't like the shadow lessons. They're difficult. They're things that you have to learn, that they do inspire growth. They are, when you see your shadow side, when you see the darker aspects of yourself, you know what your point, the boundaries are. You know what your point of sellout is. You know what your point of putting up with bullshit is or isn't. And sometimes that lines up with what you consciously thought, and other times not. And that's just fine. But this is what's going on. This is why we're getting the duets. We get the Ace of Swords and the Nine of Wands. Now the Nine of Wands, this is somebody that's tired, somebody that's resilient, that's been there for a while, the Wounded Soldier card. But in this card, the Nine of Wands, it's like, what is this box of shit that I have to deal with? Really strutting this, going through, surfacing something that has been buried. This is not always buried treasure. This is something, digging through this crap so you can get the Sword of Truth with the Ace of Swords. Digging through some of this old stuff that made you feel a little bit worn out, that tests your resilience. This is what this one's about. What's this one about? This duet is about the Eight of Swords and the Hanged Man. All right. This one's coming through with a loud and obnoxious type of thing. Here's the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man can get out of the tree at any time. There's a willing sacrifice that goes with the Hanged Man. To be hung upside down, to look at things from a different perspective. And the Eight of Swords in this one, also hanging quite a bit. Very interesting. It's like the world is turned upside down. This is usually the one that's surrounded by all the swords and all the doubt and all this, that, and the other. And it's how long do you want to have yourself strung up? How long do you want to have yourself hung up just by doubt? It's time to turn things on their head and start believing. It's believing in something new, believing in self, and believing that you can overcome these things that you have doubt about. Really take it on. Take on, where does that doubt originate? Where does this belief come from? It's time to knock a few of those swords over completely. So if somebody says, and I go to this often because a lot of people can get it. If somebody says, oh, I suck at math. I've always sucked at math. I've never been good at math. Is that or is that not true? Or maybe it's you just don't enjoy math, but you're good enough. You're good at it. You're good enough at it, but you do something else better. Look at these things. Where did they originate from? Were you really shitty at math, or did you really just get told that because you were compared to somebody else? And it wasn't really necessarily a decent comparison to begin with. You don't know. But some of this needs to be examined and looked at. It's like, this is my favorite thing, this is my favorite thing, this is my favorite thing, and you're just doing it out of habit. By rote is what they would say. Memorization by rote, spewing something out. Not really learning and understanding with a comprehension, but a memorization of something. Doing something by rote won't serve you anymore. It's toxic. This is my favorite, this is my favorite, this is my favorite. But it's your favorite poison. It's really not your favorite drink. It's really not something that makes you feel good. It's something that you've outgrown. This level of self-doubt, this way of thinking cannot be taken in and consumed anymore. Okay? All right. Third duet. Here, this is lovely. Now we have the Three of Pentacles teamwork, and then we have the Ace of Pentacles. We are not seeing the page, but there is a little bit of that page energy coming through, so I'll give you what I got. The Three of Pentacles is all about teamwork and coming together. The Ace of Pentacles is discovering the new gift. The Page of Pentacles is usually the one that has the gift, the student, ready to go, but they're a little bit hesitant. This is the new gift being given, and this is about teamwork. And this is, although you can work in a team, it will be wise for whoever's got this combo coming through and resonating. You've got a new gift, you need to be initiating some of this more on your own. The team will come together. If you build it, they will come. The team will come together. Keep showing up, keep showing up, keep showing up, keep bringing the gift, offer the gift. This is huge for you. Don't be falling for codependent ways or waiting for somebody else to do. Sometimes you just have to do it yourself. Whether it's perfect or not, doesn't matter. Whether somebody else could help you and do it better, doesn't matter. Sometimes you just got to get the fucking job done. That's how it is. And this is what's coming through on this. The gift is there. You have enough of the gift to pursue it for yourself, and the team will follow. The team will come. That's what I'm getting. Anything else? A singular lesson, okay. Page of Swords. Hold up the truth. Hold it strong. You've got this. You're conjuring something different. Hold up the truth. Speak what it is really, really well, really, really true, but try not to be harsh in doing it. Hold up the truth strongly. You've seen it. You've witnessed it. Speak it, but don't be toxic in the telling of the truth. Just tell the truth. Sometimes the page is so eager to impress so he can become the knight that eagerness is what gets in the way of the information coming through well. Speak the truth, but speak it truly without emotion getting in the way and clouding it. That's what I got. That's complete.
Wow.
Yeah, and this is the Find Your Own Magic deck, and it's, show them the back of the box, or the front and back of the box. It's a little bit of a different kind of a deck. It took me a while to decide whether I like it, and I sure haven't decided whether I do or not yet. It's interesting to see the art done in a different way. It's interesting to see how this feels a little different. Like the Page of Swords here comes through with more emphasis on communication than usually a scene where he's just brandishing this big sword and trying to be impressive. This is really, really being aware of the communication that's coming through. So yeah, and it might come through with a different flavor in a different day. So that's what I got. Yeah.
Okay.
That's that. Yeah.
All right, that is it. Our list is clear. So,
Excellent. So I will probably see you guys, I'm thinking probably Sunday. I'm not 1,000% sure.
Or a Saturday night show. What do you think?
I don't know yet. I don't know. I don't know. He thinks I suddenly have all of the information just because it's been 10 minutes from before. No. No. Might be a Saturday night, but probably more like a Sunday. That's what I'm thinking. If I'm surprised, you'll be surprised too.
All right.
Monday
Stefan,
for
much
sure.
love.
Thank
Give
you
her
guys.
much love.
Thank you.
Safe
Thank you.
travels,
Thank
Phil.
you.
Thank you, Kim.
Thank you,
All right,
everyone.
Thanks for stopping by. Thanks, Krista.
Have a good one. Take care, you guys. Happy Valentine's Day.
Yep. Take care. See you guys next time.
Mwah. Bye.